Welcome back, everyone.
The calamity can be undone, but it's important to understand why it happened.
Racism is my understanding. Hork. Yes, build things. Give me my vigil stuff. Day 1, morning.
Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The
Whoops.
stand is living proof of that.
Oh! We're actually fighting an Ura now. I mean, I'd really rather not kill you if you were giving me the option. That's cool, they actually speak in their language. Kapew! Wow, 100 XP for every Ura. And so far, they're the least troubling enemy I've had to fight, though. Whoa!
At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out.
Because, you know, that's what humans do. Because humans suck. So, you know, I'm utilizing the...
Put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even
Yep,
me.
did it. Cool. Utilizing the standing attacks they taught me during the Proving Grounds. Once again, proving that the Proving Grounds are useful
We saw
tutorials
solutions far
as
beyond
gameplay
the
goes.
city. We travel near as far as the kid's going right now.
Didn't even have to use Were Whiskey to get up to that much damage. Which makes sense that they would make it a really easy challenge that early in the game. Let you finish it and move on to other weapons, because they clearly want you using a bunch of different weapons. Also, I'm a little upset by how hard it is to tell which roads I'm walking down will take me to a new area.
Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit.
Because twice now I've wanted to be able to explore everything, and it walked me to a new area that I couldn't walk out of afterwards. Now we finished our vigil about rebuilding everything, so that's progress.
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
Man, I'm upset that they gave me a spear, not a glaive, because I'm a sucker for glaives, and I love the glaives I'm seeing the Ura, like that Ura guy I just murdered. I really want to pick up his glaive. I just really like glaives, guys. Something fancy? Good, because I need to work on the vigil for the carbine. Or carbine, if you've watched True Grit. I really don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I've always said carbine, because that just made sense to me. But the only person I've ever heard say it out loud pronounced it carbine. But he was affecting an accent, so who knows. Yum. Ura? Ura ambush? I expected an ambush. I'm actually disappointed there was not an ambush. Dodge roll. 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 Oh, another airboat thing.
A brilliant young scientist named Ven.
Who was helping kill off his own species?
Ven
Race,
worked
whatever
for
they are?
Lancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
Presumably that's Zia's dad. Although he might... I seem to... Oh no, he was an Ura. They established he's an Ura. Like, was I not supposed to notice that guy was
With his
there?
help, the Mancers devised a way to
Sounded
seal
like a
the
woman
Ura
from the
tunnel
voice,
shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
He seems very polite, just waiting for me to wake up like that. Huh. See, that becomes odd, because now we're also instilling a behavioral trait about the Ura into this. They're not really willing to sneak attack you. They're not willing to attack you while you're asleep, judging by that. I'm saying this because I very much believe that that was done on purpose for that reason. Like, that's what this game has instilled in me, is this sense that everything in this game happens for a reason. It's on purpose. Ugh. See, and also, killing these guys, I can't help but think about, like, all the bones I'm breaking just smashing him with a hammer like that. Where it's like, God, his neck must have just snapped horribly. It's like, and I feel terrible about killing him. I don't want to be. This whole game has instilled a sense of...
never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Or, you know, Tuesdays. But, simultaneously using that to kill peckers and smash things. Oh, and you're still gonna fight me? Alright, fine, be that way. I know what death by peckers feels like, so I didn't want to leave you to it. Oh, and you lunge forward when you do that, too. Smash, 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 smash.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
Yeah, I like that this game has instilled me with... I've been saying it this whole time, the idea that it's like, wow, I'm killing things and probably don't really need to be. This is a weirdly murderous game. Well. There we are. I can't remember if we found what the something wrongs are for. Or if they're for this. Nope. Wow, that is just so much more effective. I mean, yeah, there's really...
Sabotage the Mancer's little science project. Set it to blow up in their faces.
It becomes this thing where it's like, I don't know why I'm using the hammer. Because, well, I mean, I'm using it because I want to finish the vigil. Now that I have, there's no reason to. Because this is already a slow but powerful attack, and it does more damage than the hammer, so...
Imagine how
I'm going to want to change that up.
When they finally made him pull that trigger.
I mean, what did they do? Dare him? Because that's one of those... I don't know how you convince him to do that, because he knows what it's going to do. So... See, there were, like, still fragments left. Why did it move me on to the next area? Is it based off of killing the enemies?
But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
I really get the sense Rux is not necessarily... Like, does not necessarily have our best interest at heart. Like, he strikes me as one of those, like, he's an old man absolutely obsessed with his creation. Like, no, the Bastion will solve everything, I promise! And we're gonna find out, no, it doesn't. It might even be the cause of everything wrong. Shard it is.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Oh, I don't think there was anything I could have done about that. Also, bonus points if I learn, like, Ura techniques, because that's sweet. Their character models are just really cool looking.
For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off.
Murdering everything. Just everything. After him.
First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. See ya.
Notice he says someone we figure needed rescuing.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move. But we knew ours already.
So, what do I use instead of the hammer? I guess the pike, because of that because of this suggestion I got. I think this is the one I want to try. That's something burned. Oh yeah, and I just still don't know what the something wrong is for. I probably should do the carbine. Faster reload's real tempting.
It's no longer a weapon. It's a precision instrument.
It's just more damage, aim faster. I think I'd rather do the faster.
Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
Oh, and I believe I can max out the pistols. I can, but I'm probably not going to go back to them because I'm really enjoying the mortar, actually. Alright, let's see what the memorial has to offer me.
The Masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only 2 of us. The country. She's all to pieces now. But still looking good.
Alright, you're due a ton of damage. Screw you. What was this one again? Defeat a foe with a single power shot from an extreme range. Alright. That can be arranged. But to do so, I think I just want to do more damage. The problem is it's always more damage or aiming speed. God, I really don't want to swap out the mortar. I'm going to wait on that one. I think, yeah, I'm going to stick with Brusher's Pipe. Also, let's check the loss event. It says there's nothing new, but I seem to recall something new will show up anyway. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe I'm stupid. I mean, there's no maybe about it. I'm a moron, but...
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zia detected it! Oh, good. She showed up on the Zeodar. I want to give this one a shot real quick. Well, I think I'm only going to try this once, and then we'll... Well, no. You know what? We'll just go ahead and... We'll go do this. Probably should have hit the info button. Completely spaced on that. Sorry.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
You stole the one nice Uro we've met this whole
Personal for
time.
him, and it's personal for me.
Yeah, you broke Rock's... Oh, is that what I think it is?
He finds his moment to strike.
Preemptively. Whoa, one hit.
They never saw him coming.
Wow, that does do a lot of damage. Calamity Cannon! You, sir, have piqued my interest.
He gets his hands on the care package I sent him.
Oh, you're a rocket
Way
launcher.
to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
So, the friend who recommended the Brusher's Pike
Their plans.
also recommended this thing. Please stop sending me. Please stop lasering me. Interesting. It does not aim as precisely. Also, you can't wait on this one. Like, the mortar I can fire
They got their
when
own
I'm ready.
security and everything.
Oof, this one hurts me when I'm nearby. I am not liking this as much as the mortar. The mortar allows me a little more wiggle room. Okay, that's not gonna break.
Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together.
Oh, that explains why it's called something wrong, because it's channeling the calamity itself. That explains much. This is gonna end badly. When are they gonna wake up? When are they gonna wake up and try and kill me? There we are.
Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground. The Ura ain't
Whoops.
pulling their punches.
Whoops. God, this spear does a lot. Well, I actually regret ignoring it up until this point. This rocket launcher is also doing a lot too. Let's not pick MVP just yet.
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
This is awful. Why would they leave an arsenal? Unless it's their arsenal and it's just arsenals are universal? Or is it... I mean, gameplay-wise, I'm just curious. Like, it's actually... This is not a complaint, I'm just curious. Huh. Too unwieldy to lock onto targets. That's proving problematic. I think I'm going to stick with this, because they're functionally the same thing, but this allows me a little more wiggle room. At least until I can upgrade.
Done using the Calamity's power for now, but the Ura ain't finished.
God, that is just so effective.
Little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
I like how I can hit those while they're still under the ground. That's pleasant. Bomb. Yeah. Ooh, and now we got Were Whiskey going. Those turrets have some long reach, though. Wow, there's a lot of directions I can go. And I think I heard an Ura just now.
Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
Something burnt. Which is the mortar, I seem to recall. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I've already died once on this level.
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town.
Yeah, that's right. Shoot each other. And now you're both next to each
Kid
other.
returns their greeting tenfold. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
I'm not... Oh! They're literally raining from the sky. That's gonna stop real quick. Okay, I need to mortar that.
Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Thank you, mortar, for killing more than one of them at once. Poke, poke. You fools! As I eventually got around to in the last level, I am now the master of poke. Heard the Ura. So many fragments. Whoppa! Whoppa! Hello. Oh, he warped back into that. Sweet.
The Ura keep hanging on to that barricade. After all,
See,
their homeland's not much farther.
I love moments like that because you end up looking accidentally awesome. Because what you know and I know that was
time to get reckless.
It's completely accidental that he warped back in and I got to stab him in one hit and kill him. But from the outside, it looks like I purposely planned that and timed it, and I knew he was going to do that, and stabbed, and it's like, alright, he's going to warp in, and then I stab him in the face. I forgot that I already came this way. So, see, already ruining the illusion that I know at all what I'm doing. Well, hi! I actually feel bad killing them. I know I've said it before, but
downright bewildered by what's happening.
But it's not helping every time I have to do it. Especially that guy where he wasn't paying attention to me. It almost looks like I surprised him at home. And then his wife came to his defense.
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid.
Though it's always interesting to me how, at the end of the day, they always come up with different things for who your character is. They'll say it's like, oh yeah, you're Gordon Freeman, you're an MIT scientist, you're Shepard, you're a great military leader and leader in general. At the end of the day, what video game characters always are, what video game protagonists are always the single best thing at, is murder. They are the single best at genocide. And that is, like, the one skill that makes them so good at the rest of the game, is they're the best at killing everyone else. It's the problem running into in Fallout, where at the end of the day, the game is very much based on how do you commit genocide. Even when they're like, we need you to lead the Minutemen, or the Brotherhood of the Steel, or the Commonwealth, or whatever, all they really want you to do is go kill the things that are causing us problems. And I would normally be like, oh, that's clever, because, like, in Fallout, it's like, alright, it's because that's how we ended up in the situation we're in, where the world ended because it was just like, oh yeah, we'll just kill what's causing our problems. But, the more you play that game, and the fact that I've played more than one of those games, I very much get the sense, like, that is not a purposeful thing, that's not a, you know, it's not satire, it's not parody, it's just... You know, it's just, they're not thinking...
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over.
It's just the game itself. The game is just based around...
Did the Ura
well,
really think we just turn around and walk away?
Let's murder things. Let's have no self-awareness about this at all.
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better.
It wanted me to come here for some reason. Like, there was the blue arrow coming down. Sorry, I'm aware I'm getting a little sidetracked from the point I was making.
Told him everything I knew.
So he could have sabotaged us better? I don't know. As long as you're being cryptic, I can't voice an opinion. But yeah, anyway, Fallout was just frustrating me because it was like... And not like, frustrated, I hate this game. Like, I played like 2 days worth of that game. I was still having fun. But it's just interesting to me how... For an open world game which by definition is supposed to be promising some kind of freedom, you don't have a lot of options in that game. That game, at the end of the day, comes down to what is your version of killing everything in front of you.
They have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. As
I mean,
the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns.
Crossbows? Guys, I've got a mortar. I don't think a crossbow counts as a big gun in this situation. Again, you should not be losing to a kid with a spear.
All those dreams snuffed out in the calamity. We'll bring it back.
On the upside, from the sounds of it, Rux is not, like, angry at the Ura, and he's not, like... He's not like, you know, well, now we gotta get him back and we gotta wipe him out, despite so far, according to me, he's just, like, not benign racist, because there is no benign racist, but, according to my joke, he's like the, you know, he's the quiet liberal racist who still believes in the stereotypes, but, doesn't hate them or anything. Lasers, please. Oh, cool. I leveled up at that perfect timing. Mortar.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
See? See what I mean? He's the type of person who believes black people really do love watermelon and fried chicken to a T, but doesn't believe they're any worse off than anyone else. Know what I mean? I mean, he's still a horrible old racist as far as I'm concerned, but, you know, could be worse. Could be the type of person who built the calamity. We're gonna be happy when his generation dies out. That's really what we're getting at.
Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now.
She's gonna try and kill me, isn't she?
Zia, you weren't kidnapped.
Called it!
No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Who seemed to, turn out way better than we
You
did.
had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
Was it? I'm not hearing a yay or nay, Zia. Alright, level 6. I'm sorry, my secret skills do more damage. Forgot about that. I really haven't been using them. Definitely want that one. I guess I forgot to put that back on. That's right, and I wanted Leech Aid. God, I forgot. It not saving everything you do, it really threw me off. Was this the one I wanted? I think this is the one I wanted. Heal by counterblocking is tempting. I'm actually counterblocking fairly regularly. So, this survive an attack that would have brought defeat... For some reason, I thought I had this equipped right when it almost killed me, but I figured out I was leveling up. But for a split second... No, I think I'm good. +2 black tonic capacity, that seems cool.
Brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark. Yeah.
Alright, let's look into some level ups. Bigger blast radius again. Just more damage, period. Which I think I'm just going to do more damage, especially since the challenge is to do 1,000 damage with this thing. And the blast radius is pretty big already, so...
Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those.
But let's look into our Calamity Rocket. Rockets will not launch automatically. Well, that gets rid of one of the problems I was complaining about, so let's do that.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
Bigger blast radius. Faster charge-up speed. Let's do that one.
Who would have taught a kid to do a thing like that?
More damage. Faster reload. Wasn't having issues with the reload speed. Let's just do more damage.
Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
Bigger blast radius. Bigger charge-up speed. What did I did charge-up speed, right? Let's go ahead and do one blast radius
Take my
upgrade.
word for it. Don't ever drop one of those.
Not that I would know. Poor Jimmy. Alright, let's go see if I got any vigils for this. There we are. 3 foes with 1 shot. Okay. Oh, and they're the Mancers. I'll go ahead and switch to the rocket for now that we've upgraded it. Give it a shot. No pun intended. Do I have any techniques for it?
Long reach and plenty of power. Now that's a scary combination.
'Tis. Experimental ordnance that breaks into a cluster of explosive and impact spreading destruction. That's pretty cool. I don't feel the need to spend anything on it, though.
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Thanks for bringing it up. It's okay, it's not like I felt guilty already. Right?
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
You're another trip through memory lane, aren't you?
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you?
Duh.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
I mean, am I any different? Are we any different? You racist old codger. Alright. Let's see what we've got
Once the
in
kid gets
store
that
for us.
last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Zolf detected! Wow. Are we really at the end of the game? That seems unlikely. We've got so many proving grounds to do. Well, we'll have to do some proving grounds and a trip down memory lane next time on Let's Dissect Bastion. Huh. I actually don't know where I want to go with this. Well, we'll have to figure it out, won't we? See you next time, everyone.